the state of the aviation industry now. Americans are worried about flying as airports and airlines are trying to keep people safe. The TSA announcing that its security officers will be mandated to wear masks, and major U.S. airlines are asking passengers to do the same. But they are all still struggling amid the coronavirus crisis, fueling worries for the commercial industry, as well as manufacturers and suppliers. Joining me right now to talk more about that is the president and CEO of Boeing, David Calhoun. Dave, it's good to have you this morning. Thanks so much for being here.
It's good to be here, Maria.
I want to talk about Boeing and how you see things now after that enormous bond deal that you were able to raise so much money. But first, give us an assessment of commercial airlines and the commercial airspace right now. When would you expect things to pick up again, Dave?
Well, if I survey all of our customers, and I'll start here in the United States, and of course we do. I probably speak with one or two of the leaders of our airlines every week. I think most of them are trying to dial in a return of about 30 to 50% by the end of this year. There's a wide variation in that. A lot's going to depend on how the public responds to, the safety of an airplane cabin, et cetera. But I think they're reasonably confident they can begin to approach sort of half the schedule they had before. With respect to the longer term and the need for airplanes, we have chosen a course that for 3 years, we will slowly crawl back to the traffic levels that we had in 2019. And then it'll take another 2 years to get back on the growth curve that, of course, the industry's enjoyed for almost 2 straight decades.
Yeah, I mean, nobody is expecting air traffic to recover anytime soon, Dave. So, I mean, when you look at the 2019 levels, is it fair to say you're not getting back there in terms of the 2019 levels until, at 2023, 2024 at the earliest?
Yeah, I think we believe it'll take a full 3 years. The one wild card, of course, is if a vaccine is developed and widely distributed sometime between now and then, everything might change a bit and it might come back in a much more robust way. But no one can predict that, and it would be foolish for us to predict that. So this is the course we believe is right to plan for.
Well, you came in here as CEO, and you've got a plan for a lot. You came in trying to fix the culture after the 737 MAX disaster, and then you have a pandemic that you face. Obviously, you missed earnings expectations as expected, given the environment there. But I want to ask you really about the broader impact here over the long term, Dave, because you come in, you haven't delivered a MAX jet in over a year. You've got so many sitting on the runway. Then you got a pandemic. Going into this pandemic, you were flat-footed, and your competitors are getting stronger. So you see Airbus and what they're doing. You've got this major plane, the 737 MAX, that you need to deal with, and yet your competitors are preparing for when you get out of this. So are you worried? How worried are you that you're going to be losing a lot of market share throughout this shutdown? When all is said and done, you can lose market share big with Airbus making smaller planes and continuing to deliver those. And you've got the long haul, what you're good at. You're not going to see the need for those big twin-engine planes going international for some time. So going into this, you were flat-footed.
Yeah, there is no question that the MAX problem, the accidents, set us back. It set us back for roughly 2 years, if you think about it. But remember that during those 2 years, we produced a lot of airplanes. So with respect to market share, those airplanes will find their way into the market, and there will be a catch-up associated with that. So we will not have given it up over a long period of time. My confidence in the MAX, my confidence in the airplane itself and the safety of the airplane is significant. I mean, I have always believed in the MAX. I still believe in it. The certification process that we have been going through with the FAA, it has been constructive. It has been thorough. The documentation effort has been significant, probably has taken us longer than we imagined it would have. And the virtual nature of the work now that we have to go through with the FAA adds a little time element to that. However, the airplane is in great shape. It's in good stead. The demand curve is going to move out a little bit for sure with virus. But I'm confident those airplanes will move out. I'm confident we will start our line this month on the MAX again. So I do not feel in any way flat-footed with respect to competition. And our competitor, of course, in Europe is facing the same scenario that we are with respect to the virus. So anyway,
but it seems
we're
like
both, I think, going to come out
the
and we're both
recertification
going to be solid and good competitors going forward.
The recertification of airplanes taking much longer. You've built a lot of them. Did you build too many now that we see so many of them sitting on the runway? And also, don't you have to resize the business at this point, given the realities that you face? How will you do that?
Well, yes. So did we build too many? Well, of course, in retrospect, I think all of us would say yes. On the other hand, that just means we're going to build less going forward until we deplete that inventory. And we have announced the adjustments that we are planned to take with respect to production levels. So our MAX line, along with all of our lines, are going to decrease fairly significantly. We announced what that was. We told our supply chain what to expect over the next several years. And we've announced and began to make the adjustment with respect to our footprint and, of course, our employment levels. We hate having to take those actions, but we did have to take them because that's the market we're going to see on the other end of this. So right now, I believe we're in pretty good order to do that. And I might just say that when we did go out and we asked investors to invest in, of course, the bond offering, they knew all of this, and they saw exactly the level of adjustments that we plan to take, and, of course, our faith in the future of our industry and, of course, Boeing.
Let me ask you about this huge bond deal and how you're going to use the money. Dave, $25 billion in the market. Now, I know that, you bought a lot of stock back in the last year. You pay a big dividend in an industry that is quite cyclical. So, yes, you've got this huge successful bond deal that you did, but is it start as you're resizing the business? Do you need to rethink that dividend at this point, at where it is even today? And do you need to rethink all of this, the buybacks that you've been doing?
Well, I think probably, as you know, we have suspended the dividend and will continue to suspend it. We will prioritize the payback of our debt instruments over anything with respect to return to shareholders. Until we get back to the same kind of balance sheet we had before the virus and before the MAX. And then when we get to that level, we will reconsider and think about how we return money to shareholders and reestablishing our dividend. And the authorization with respect to buybacks, of course, we withdrew, and there'll be no consideration for buybacks until we're significantly pay down our debt.
And Dave, real quick, let me ask you about the plant reopenings. You have opened back up one last month. I know that you are concerned about future orders with this standstill, but you're also concerned about suppliers, right? You've got 17,000 suppliers. They've been impacted. You need them ready to get fired up when you're ready to get fired up again. So how do you protect the suppliers while they are struggling in an environment when you can't really do much given the commercial aerospace state of affairs?
Well, yes, I think we do find we take serious responsibility for keeping our supply chain in good shape. That was the most important aspect of raising the kind of money that we did raise in the bond offering. We pay our suppliers current, and we pay them every month, and we place orders on them, and they can build a robust business around that. Yes, we have taken the order book down, and yes, we have placed less orders on them. They will make similar adjustments that Boeing has made with respect to their footprint, but we will do everything in our power to keep them in business and keep the money flowing to them. Roughly 70 cents out of every dollar that we have to put into our cost structure goes to our supply chain. So we're doing our very best to keep them alive and well. And with respect to suspensions, our own suspensions, we've had some impact from the supply chain. Largely, we've done it out of purely safety precaution for our own people. We are bringing everybody back to work. It's going along, and steady progress is being made. and I am confident they're coming back to a safe environment.
All right, we all want travel to resume, and of course, international travel as well. Just seems like it's way on the horizon. Dave, it's great to see you this morning. David Calhoun, thank you for joining me, sir, and we wish you the best. We'll see you soon, sir.
Thank you, Maria.